Hi everyone, welcome along to the Dundalk Stadium social channels as we look back on last Friday night's action with the man who stole the show, Adam Caffrey, riding his first double. And the highlight, of course, was that win of Real Appeal, who made a winning debut for trainer Adam McGuinness. Adam joins me. Hi Adam, how are you?
Oh, good, John. No, thank you. Thanks very much.
Are you still on a high after Friday night?
Yeah, geez, definitely. It was a great night now, and to get my first double on the board was unbelievable.
Yeah, Real Appeal was the highlight. He must have given you a great feel.
Yeah, he's a fine horse now. He's definitely one of the better ones I've sat on, that's for sure. And he gave me a great feel, so he did. He was
Mm.
very good.
Yeah, and the race itself, Adam, it looked like Hugh Horgan had stolen a march on you, but you never panicked at any point, and he took you into the race very easily.
Yeah, it was. I was going out thinking, hoping it would pan out okay because four-runner race. I nearly would have rather more horses in it than what there
Mm.
was because it can be very tricky when there's that few.
Yeah, yeah.
And you went off and set a right good gallop, and he did. He went a right good gallop now, and he probably did steal a few lengths going into the bend. And but I knew I had plenty of gears under me. The horse worked very well up until that, and I sat in him twice beforehand in his piece of work, and I knew he had plenty of gears, so he was going to get me there good and quick when I needed him to, And I didn't want to hit the front too soon on him either, so it it, it worked out well in the end.
Mm. In the end, you didn't even have to get overly serious with him. You did most of it on the bridle, didn't you?
No, yeah, I got to the furlong pole on the bridle, and inside the last furlong, I all it was hands and heels. I didn't get too serious with him at all, and he put it to bed now fairly quickly when I did get a little bit serious with him.
Yeah. Would you feel that bit of quality under you, Adam, as opposed to the regular handicappers that you would have been riding to that point?
Yeah, geez, like from the two to the one, even to make up that ground to get to you, I was there within a flash. Like when I gave him a little squeeze, he got me there so quick. It was mad. The speed I went by the two other horses at it was lightning. So it was.
Yeah. And it's Doha next, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the plan. I think anyway for him is to go out there and hopefully he'll run a bigger race out there too.
Okay. And Hod's girl, she was the second part of your double. In her grade, she's good. She's got a real sharp turn of foot, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. And off a right good gallop the other night, it definitely suited, especially back down to six because uh, she's a six and kind of seven filly. She might be more of a seven filly, but when it's a right good gallop over six, she's well able to go along with them too, and she put it to bed now very nicely the other day.
Mm. She's a real Dundalk specialist. I think that was that her sixth win at the stadium?
Yeah, I think so. It was seven in total, and I think it was six up there. Yeah, she'd one win for us up in Nace. So I
Mm.
think it was six up there now. Yeah, she loves it up there.
Yeah. That was two winners Friday night. That's your career to 20. I wouldn't say there's much left on your £7 claim, Adam, is there?
No, 10 left. So
10 left, okay.
yeah,
Yeah. And last season went really well for you. It was your breakthrough year because you only rode your first winner in the spring, I think, didn't you?
yeah. I rode me first winner in April, and from there on, I've had a great season now.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, and you struck up a good partnership with the likes of Harry's Bar and other Dundalk specialists. I think you won two on Saltonstall. You won
Yeah,
a late season handicap at Leopardstown. You arrived really late, didn't you?
yeah. I did. Listen, I've just been lucky enough to get on these good horses. Ado's been good enough to give them to me,
Mm.
and yeah, I won a couple of times up in Dundalk and Harry's Bar twice, and Saltonstall as well around Tipperary and Leopardstown. And listen, it's been unbelievable.
Yeah, you're not from a racing background.
No, I'm not. My uncle actually probably got me addicted to it. He um he would have plenty of horses down in the yard just down the road, and hunters and breakers and pre-trainers, all sorts of yokes, and
Mm.
it kind of started there, and then I got my own pony and that, and I went hunting a bit myself and done a bit of cross country and different things, and one thing led to another, and I ended up going down the route of racing and getting into yards and riding out. And I ended up going to Ados about 3 years ago, just a little over 3 years ago, and I've been there since now, and it's been excellent.
Yeah, and you've never found yourself at any disadvantage. The fact you didn't go through racing schools, you picked up other skills, as you said, doing other disciplines.
Yeah, exactly. I had a bit of a knowledge going into racing yards about obviously how to ride and that, and then just when you're riding out with different people every day in racing yards and seeing jockeys coming in now to the yard, and the big thing is to ask questions and they'll tell you different things, and if they even spot little things they will tell you too, and what you're just picking up on different things that they do maybe a bit different, and just learning from them. And most of the lads out there will always be very helpful, and I've just picked up on different little things here and there, and they've definitely been helpful.
Yeah, there's a real good batch of apprentices there with you, isn't there, Adam? The likes, I know that you're good pals with Robert Weirty, James Ryan, Jack Cleary as well. You're a promising bunch.
Yeah, there's many young lads now after coming into the weight room recently around my time as well, and they're all a great bunch of lads, and there's many of them there, so there is.
The turf season's not too far away. I'd say we're about 8 weeks from the start of the Curragh. I think it starts on the 25th of March. Have you any big targets or any number in mind for the season ahead?
Well, listen, I got 14 last season, 18 for the year, but I suppose one target would be to get more than 14, just try beat last year, and we'll see how it's going. If I could aim to try and battle for the title, the apprentice title, it would be up there at one of the things I'd love to try and do. If I get plenty of support, hopefully. And that's probably the biggest ambition out there anyway at the moment,
And I suppose Ado's Yard is ideal for an apprentice like you as well, because he's got lots and lots of handicappers, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly. He's got many horses, many handicappers, and listen, nearly every single one of them that go into a race always stand a chance, He puts them and places them in the right races, and with my 7 off, hopefully they can always run big races and that.
Listen, Adam, it's great to have a word with you. Well done again on Friday night. We'll see you at the stadium for the rest of the winter, and best of luck for the turf season as well.
Listen, thanks very much, John. Thank you.